Let's talk about perforated covers and washi tape. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Marissa and I make a variety of diamond painting content. I also do whip and chats. Those all have to do with either weekly Rambly Life updates, story times, and opinion videos. Let's jump in now. Let me show you the washi tape. Oh, I'm shaking you. The washi tape this came with. I didn't even know what washi tape was before I got my first diamond painting kit. Okay, I've had to do a lot of research, but this is what it came with. Now, before I was I like smaller sections, but I like being able to, I've learned, move around the release paper. I don't like lifting and moving the plastic around up and down because sometimes I'm not doing the whole section that is perforated. So what I've been doing is I will show you. Let me talk about the different types of washi tape I've tried so far. I like the one that comes with Diamond Art Club. It was good, it worked. I didn't have quite enough, like there is barely anything left on this. So I wanted to get more because I knew I liked the system of release paper and washi tape. And then these are so cute. So I went on to Amazon and I didn't realize that there was different sizes and I thought all quality would be the same, which is not dumb on my part. No, you get what you pay for. This was really cheap. Okay, for example, let me show you the size difference. Like this fits inside the hole. Okay, that's tiny. And look at the width difference. The stickiness on there is non-existent. I will put a video, like it doesn't do anything. Like it literally, I'm rubbing across it and it barely even, I shouldn't be able to do that. I do know that washi tape is supposed to be less sticky than traditional tape, but that's ridiculous. When I tried to use it one time, I put it across because I was trying to do at the time individual sections and like cut before I was doing what I was doing now. And it was like across and then it would just slip, slide, move, peel off. I ended up, so I can keep track of where my line is to stop painting. I ended up using regular Scotch tape on top of this tape, and like I said, I'll put a little video on showing what I mean. Let's look at the next washi tape I got. I got this one. It was a pack from Scotch Tape. It's the Scotch Tape brand. I don't know if you can see that. And I got it from Target. I thought it was really cute. They had all kinds of different styles to pick from, and this tape is working so much better. I like the stickiness. I actually like it better than the kind that came with the Diamond Art Club kit, but I still 100% will use this. It's cute. And yeah, so let me show you what I do now. Like I had said a couple times, I used to just kind of place the tape and then cut out little parts. And let me see if I can get you to see the perforated covers part. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Like see how it automatically kind of bends. Yeah, you can see it right there, but also goes up and down too, right there. And it goes all the way across to right here and right there. So that's about the size of the squares. So what I started doing is I used this color last time. Let's do a thicker one. I haven't used this one yet. But what I do is I find my perforated line, which is right here. And I get my little tape. Like I said, this is my first diamond painting, so you were learning with me, and the little tricks that I try, I will share with you, so you don't have to struggle as much as I do, right? And I put it underneath the perforated line because that's where I'm going to rip it. I leave a little bit over the edge. And I go between there and I fold it over so it doesn't peel up. And I just follow this line as close as I can. And you could also feel it with your finger where it is. said, on this side too, I don't know if you can see, I go a little bit over, I lift it up, and I fold it like that. So now I have my area kind of sectioned off. Other people will tape and go up and have their own little sections and cut it out to the size that they desire for their plan. Like I said, I never know how much I'm gonna get done at a time, so I like to use the release paper and section it off as I'm diamond painting. So there's options like that where you can just go like this and you can have it pre-sectioned. You know where you're gonna cut every time. You know the size of it you're going to do every day. And I tried that for a while, but I have a 6-month-old puppy. I have 2 children. I have a busy life. I do a lot of care for my grandma. I never know what's gonna happen. So I can't necessarily plan my life in perfect little squares like I would like. So this is what I do. Try to fold it on that perforated line. As you can see, I did pretty good about keeping it even this time and just taping alongside of it. I fold it all the way back, and I will kind of try to do it in little sections like this because sometimes it doesn't want to work with you and it'll start ripping on its own. So this is how I've learned to keep it to where it's not like ripping the actual plastic. It stays on the I cannot say this word, perforated line. Before I've had struggling moments, like see how it's ripping? I don't know if you could even see it, but it's ripping not on the line. I put my finger down where it's at, where it's pulling from, so it can stay on the perforated line. And there we go. So I did it in like 3 chunks, right there. And then I take my release paper. I go from right to left because I pull up this way. Or no, I pull this way, sorry. Yes, I get some over the side. Some people don't like that much left over for it, but if I do it this way, the whole paper doesn't fit and I end up with a sticky line that I don't like. I want the full thing covered. So just experiment to see what you like. I am loving the perforated covers. Now I do know they're updating again and they're going to be adding lines so it's more visible for those that don't use release paper or just want to have that sectioned off where you can see the squares because you know it's really hard to see on here and it's probably going to be a little thicker, supposedly easier to rip. That's just a rumor, I'm not sure. And I'm still probably going to do it this way. Like I said, I don't like being like having to fold it and lift it, you know, up. I do use the extra release papers because you'll see parts like right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right here and these areas up here where my ABs are supposed to go. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom into it, but I'm waiting to do the ABs because one, I'm going to try different ways to make it easier because I have been struggling. But yeah, so I use these and I use the cover minders to cover the spots that I'm kind of saving and waiting to do. I love the cover minders, so I hope they don't get rid of them. There is a rumor or they've said that they're getting rid of them. I hope they don't because I still use them even with release paper. This is how I do my release papers, washi tape with perforated covers. I really like the strategy so far. It's working well for me. I don't take all the plastic off and cover the whole thing because I do roll it. I am going to start rolling the top because I'm down to the bottom because my puppy likes to try to drag it off the table, so I like to keep it off of this, you know, out of the way as much as I can. And it also takes up less room that way. So if you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and I will see you shortly. Bye. But let me introduce myself first. Myself first. Got it. Okay, around 1.5 million.